morning, everyone. I'm not in a rush, but I feel like my mornings are always a little bit kind of crazy. But I have beets, pears, carrots, and a blood orange. That I'll be juicing. Oh, there we go. Alright, yeah, I'm not in a rush. I just have a lot of little errands to run. Right now, I just set up my appointment to get my oil changed. I had a coupon for it, but it's for a different location, and the other location is super busy. They normally are. That one's like a bigger Honda, and this other one is a smaller one, but they do everything super quick, which I like. And they, like, if you're in a rush, they'll do it right away. So I have to do that in half an hour. Let me start the car first. I have to go pay my PG&E bill. I have to go get Chloe some new uniforms, to send some money for my husband. I need to go to European Wax Center, get a wax. And then 2 o'clock is my new trainer appointment, which will be interesting because it's a guy. I feel like, I don't know. Might sound weird if I say this, but I feel like girls know how to work out girls and understand a woman's body, whereas guys don't really. I mean, they do, but in a different way. Like my old trainer. Okay, so let's talk about her. I really, really, really love her, or loved her. She was an amazing, seriously, Dad, you're not even gonna try to park. She was an amazing trainer. She was good at what she did. She knew her stuff, because I guess the gym that I go, like, or to get the license for being a trainer, it's pretty easy, but she's been actually bodybuilding for a really long time and been working out for a really long time. So she kind of knew a little bit of her stuff, and she did go to school, and she got a semester of nutrition. Why am I washing up? And she did another semester of what else? She did another semester of something else. I don't know. But she was really good, and she kind of really understood, I guess, a woman's body, especially when you go through pregnancy, things change, hormones change, which is something that maybe guys don't really understand, is that hormonal change, that body change after you have a baby. He understood it very, very much. Where I feel like a guy really doesn't understand the hormone changes that girls go through, the body changes that women go through after giving birth and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, she really understood it, and she knew her stuff, because other trainers don't. Other trainers just kind of take their little 6 or 8 week course and they're kind of done and start training people. But yeah, she put her 2 weeks in. By the way, before I forget, I'm eating. This is my breakfast. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that I really suck at eating breakfast, so I end up I've been trying to force myself to eat breakfast, and one way is basically having smoothies or taking smoothies, because that's the only way I can, like, try to eat anything or try to have something in my body in the morning. And smoothies are actually pretty healthy. So yeah, back to my trainer. She put her 2 weeks in. Actually, I had signed up with her maybe January. No, was it January or February? It might have been the beginning of February, and it was for 8 sessions. I didn't really get explained that well how it worked or how you're supposed to do it and whatnot. and there was a lot of miscommunication between her and I. So I did the first 60-minute thing with her, signed up for the 8 sessions. Then we did our first session, and she told me that to book in 2 weeks. I think there was just the miscommunication. I waited until 2 weeks to book her, and then by the time I actually booked her, she was like, no, what I meant was to book the 2 weeks in it, like book my 2 weeks with her, and then after that book my other 2 weeks. But that was my miscommunication. And then we tried to book, and then after I booked that with her, like after finally 2 weeks, that one was canceled. She had a doctor's appointment, completely understand. And then we booked the other one, and that's when she kind of told me that she put in her 2 weeks and she was going to a different gym, which is great. Like, I'm not the kind of person where I'm like, oh, you need to stay here forever, because that's kind of how I feel when, like, for any kind of job, you just don't want to stay there forever. You kind of want to move up the ladder, or unless, you know, you're getting paid well and stuff and you stay at a certain job, then that's fine. But I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So we booked out all of our sessions within those 2 weeks, and then it just started like she just started canceling. She had another doctor's appointment which again was super understandable, and then she canceled like 2 other ones because I guess she was supposed to get like a certain amount of people during that day for a session, and if she didn't have enough people to train that day, she just wasn't gonna, like, I guess her manager wasn't gonna allow her boss wasn't gonna allow her. So I was like, okay, I don't know how it works there, but all right. And then after that, I had scheduled finally booked an appointment with her on a Tuesday, and I texted her on Monday like, hey, when are we, like, I texted her on a Monday like, hey, like, what should I do today so I can work out? And she kind of sent me like what I should work out, sent me a little thing on what I should do, which was great. And then she's like, okay, just work out your upper body, because tomorrow we're gonna end up doing legs and lower body. And I was like, okay, that's fine, great. Then later on during that same day on Monday, like in the evening, I was texting my friend, and she kind of wanted to work out with me, and I was like, well, I have to work out with her tomorrow, but I actually don't even know what time it is, because I don't even have her scheduled, and I didn't even get an email saying, hey, your scheduled appointment is this time. And I was like, okay, let me text her really fast and see when we're gonna work out. I texted her, and I didn't get any response until like way later on, like at night. And she's like, hey, by the way, I'm not gonna go tomorrow. I'm actually already working at my new job, and it's gonna be too much doing both jobs. I'm like, okay. So then what's our next appointment? And then she texted me again. She's like, I'm just not gonna go back to that gym, so, you know, I'm really sorry, good luck. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I kind of wish I would have known like sooner, so then I can get another trainer and book the rest of my sessions like even before you left with another trainer, instead of kind of dragging it on. I mean, it's okay, you could tell me you're not going to work anymore. So that's kind of, it's not a horrible experience. I get it. She was leaving. She kind of had the idea of leaving. I should have kind of known from the beginning when I tried to sign up with her. She was like, oh, I have a really busy schedule, so if you really are committed and you want to do this, then yeah, you can sign up, but if not, like, you know, then don't. And I was like, well, I am committed and I am going to do it, so let's do it. But if I would have known from then, like, hey, I'm planning to leave, and then I would have been like, oh, okay, maybe I should just get a session with another trainer and sign up with a different trainer from the beginning, instead of having to midway sign up with someone else completely. Seriously, there is no parking. It's fine. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I kind of wish I would have known from the get-go, just so I can just start with a different trainer than continuing on with her. But either way, she was great and amazing when we did train. She was super cool, super chill. She really pushed me to the limits that I needed to be pushed. And yeah, I think the reason why she also didn't want to tell me about her leaving was because she probably thought that I was gonna tell everyone that she put her 2 weeks in, which I probably, like, I would have not told anyone. Like, I don't talk to anyone else at the gym. But come on, people. Yeah, like, I just don't talk to, like, their managers and stuff at the gym, so I would have not said anything. But I get that there are some other people that probably have bigger mouths, and they'll end up telling other people, like, hey, she put her 2 weeks in. Can I just sign up for another one? And then everybody else would be like, what? Like, oh, she's gonna put in her 2 weeks? Like, what's going on? So when I set up my other appointment, the guy basically was like, yeah, sometimes they end up putting their 2 weeks in, but because they don't want, I guess, conflict of interest to go in, whereas, like, she's taking customers to a different gym or to a different area, that they didn't want that to happen. So I guess even before her 2 weeks were up, they kind of just let her go before then. So yeah, now I'm gonna start tomorrow with a different trainer. I'm just, honestly, I've had such a bad experience that this is the only time I'm gonna do a trainer kind of situation. I just don't want to deal with this whole thing anymore. They do have a lot of turnover at that gym, so that's why I just don't want to do another trainer because of that, because I have seen a lot of turnover since the 2 years that I've, or 2 years or a year that I've been at that gym. They've had so many new trainers come in and out. It's ridiculous. So all right, that's my little spiel of my trainer. I am at Target. I need to go get some pants for Chloe. I literally have maybe 5 or 10 minutes to go in, get her little pants for school, and then go to my oil change appointment. So I'm eating at Chipotle. I just got brown rice, both beans, some corn, the fajitas or whatever that veggies, just the veggies are, guac, 2 different kinds of salsa and lettuce, and then I got some chips and some water. So I just had Chipotle. It's over by where European Wax Center is, but I'm, like, super stuffed. Walking to Carter's, so I need to see if they have uniform pants for Chloe. Ugh. It's a pain in the butt trying to find her uniform pants when it's not that time of season. We will see. Whew. I don't know why. Ooh, let me turn the music. Why it's so hard. My hair's kind of crazy. Find uniform pants. I came here. They only had boy uniform pants for, like, super cheap. Not super cheap, actually. It was pretty expensive. It was like $20. Compared to Amazon, where I could get uniform pants for $7 or to $10. So I just decided to be like, okay, fine, whatever. I know I'm gonna get it at Amazon no matter what, because they obviously have it on hand. And I don't feel like going to Old Navy, because where Old Navy is, there's a lot of traffic. It's a pretty big shopping center, so there's a lot of just traffic and a lot of traffic and no parking, and it's hectic there. So there's traffic around the shopping center because there's so many other buildings and businesses, and there's traffic in the actual shopping center. So I don't feel like dealing with that. So ordered it from Amazon, but I did find 3 pairs of shoes for Chloe. They're not her size right now, but she'll grow into them. It's kind of how I just buy things for her, is she'll eventually grow into them. Listen, they're letting you go, so you can just go. Super cute too. Was not expecting to find them. I got let me just stop. I got these cute little like espadrille sandals for her. They were $6.99 plus an additional 25% off. So I was like, I'm getting them. She'll grow into them. They're not her size right now. She's like a 1.5, 1.5. And actually no, she's like a 1.5 too, because I bought her some shoes that were 1 and she's literally like right at them. So I also got her these boots. These were $11.99 plus an additional 25% off. They had a bunch of these glitter booties, which are super cute for winter whenever it decides to come back next year or the year after that. And then these super cute like taller boots with this glitter buckle detailing, and it's shiny and it's cute. So I got those. Okay, those were the 2 other shoes. No, the glittery booties are Carter's, and the espadrilles and the other larger boots or longer boots are Oshkosh, whatever it's freaking called. But the espadrilles were $5.59 and the 2 other boots were were $9.59 with that additional discount. So she's set for boots. What am I gonna do now? I don't know what I want to do now. I need to go to Trader Joe's. I should go to Trader Joe's. No, I don't really need to. What I need to do is get salt, which I can get at any grocery store, so I'm not tripping too much. Yeah. So I went to the gym with the new trainer. The only reason why I went with him because I told the guy that was working there, like, who do you recommend? Like, who do you think is gonna get me like a good workout? Because that's what I want. I want someone that's gonna push me. I want someone that's gonna kind of know what to do. Sorry if this video is shaky, but I do not like this guy whatsoever, like at all. God, I need to change my brakes. I don't like how I just don't like. I really do miss my old trainer. So we just did another 60-minute session. What kind of pissed me off is I was there on time and I stretched and I did some cardio before, because that's kind of what my old trainer kind of decided. So just come in like 15-20 minutes before, stretch and do a little bit of cardio before we actually start our session. So I kind of did that this time, like go do a little bit of cardio, stretch, and then nothing. 2 o'clock came around, nothing. I let the manager know that I was there for a 2 o'clock appointment. He was like, oh, okay, he's still with his other client, which is fine because I let him know about 10 minutes before. I was like, hey, I'm here for a 2 o'clock appointment. He's like, oh, okay. Just let him finish up and then he's there. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes the most I've seen that the trainers take is honestly like maybe 5 minutes past the time. They normally try to be exactly like whenever their session is done to be done, especially when their other client comes in. This time, nothing. I was about 20 minutes into just my cardio, stretching, and nothing. And I was like, what the hell? Like, all right. And then went back and I was like, so I'm still waiting for my session and it's supposed to start at 2. And the girl at the front, obviously, you know, she's not a trainer, she's kind of just the girl in the front. And she was just like, oh, I don't, like, you know, let my manager know. And the manager was like, oh, okay, let me go get him. And I showed her on my phone, like, dude, I have a 2 o'clock session. This is already a bad, this is already giving me just a bad, like, no, like, this is bad already. And all right, he comes over and we do the whole assessment again that I did the first time. And he's really focusing on BMI and like all that stuff that the little machine took, which is fine. But last time with my other trainer, she did the same thing, but she told me, she's like, don't focus so much on this. She said a lot of trainers that aren't too experienced or that don't know that much focus highly on this. And she basically said that was to focus on it a little bit, like, yeah, like see where your body fat is and stuff, but the number on the scale is not something that you want to really go based off of, because I remember she told me that she was overweight for her height and age, but she was all muscle and she ate healthy, and she was obviously overweight because muscle is heavier than fat, something like that, some kind of explanation like that. And it's not the first time I've heard it. My friend has explained that to me, and my brother, who is actually a dietitian, he actually studied nutritional science. Is it a nutritionist or dietitian? I don't know what to call him, but he does have a bachelor's, and again, he's going back for his master's and PhD. Also said the same thing, like, yeah, you know, you do want to look into BMI and this and that, but it's not something that you want to completely focus on, because those are just like average numbers and average weight and average something. Someone might be, my brother explained it to me that everybody's different. Everyone's body is different, and the way that everyone's bodies work is different. And yeah, so I'm just really frustrated right now. Like, I did schedule 2 other, I don't know if I just want to use up all of my sessions and then just use them up with the new trainer, or do another 60-minute session with a different trainer and use up my sessions then, because I'm not going to sign up for some more sessions. Again, they just don't hold their trainers long term there. They literally have a huge turnover for all the good trainers. So I'm debating what to do, y'all. I mean, we did do workouts. Some of the little assessment workout that we did, some of them were workouts that I seen the other starting trainers do. They all use that damn thing. Whereas my old trainer, because she was a bodybuilder, she taught me all these other, I just want her to be my trainer again. I should have just used up all of my damn time with her. I'm so frustrated, you guys. I'm just snacking on some watermelon, y'all, with some tajin. I'm really thirsty. I already drank like 2 big old things of water, and now I'm just trying to put some water in my body a little bit differently. I used some potato tacos. I already ate 2 bean tacos because I was starving, but I just put some lettuce and some salsa. That's pretty much it for dinner.